Well, I'm going to try to get started today on this here Backhoe steering box. Now, I got it out, so I'll show you what it looks like. This is where it sits at, right down there. Had to take these two lines here loose. It was going across the behind the steering arm, steering shaft that they're hanging. Took that loose, finally got it all pulled back where I could get a puller on it. And I kept beating the crap out of it. Finally got this thing right here with a puller on it, holding tension on it. I finally smacked it good and hard, put a good little smack in it right there, and that booger popped off. Finally, I tried every puller I had to borrow a puller from a guy. So at the Napa store, he was good enough to just let me borrow it, and I thought that was very nice of him, and I really appreciated it. And it worked for what I needed. It kept tension on it good enough where I could, hit it good and hard with a hammer and break it loose. So that was what I needed. And but anyway, sun's so bright out here I can't hardly see. But get this camera set right. Like I said, I'm not good with cameras and stuff, so I'm still learning on this stuff. It's almost too bright out here today, almost. But anyway, we're going to pull this baby off and see what it looks like. I'll just cover off this thing. Sure some crap's going to run out of it. That looks like a cap in it. So let's try. Well, let's see what we can do. Already had this part here off one time already. Couldn't be that weird. I still had that arm on it over there. And this has some shims and everything in this. That's a shim there. A little bit thicker shim. And another one right there. Towels here. everything with that looks fairly decent on that. But this other piece right here, I'm not sure about. I'm not sure how that comes out of there. I don't really see anything that in there. I saw that was old dry grease. Bearing in there, it looks alright. Well, I don't know why that thing wouldn't work. That's not what you call real tight, but it don't need to be real tight with those bigger threads. I don't know. Let's see here. I got where it was slipping. And it wasn't turning the dag bling. Every time I opened this thing, it was all the way up. There. I don't think I can leave it not all the way up. If that will make any difference. Of course, that thing's got a certain spline on this. It's the only thing about it for it to fit back in that steering arm. It's got one wide spline right there. It's got two. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's got 4. So well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause this, I think, just for a minute. Alright, we're back again. I don't really see anything wrong with any of this, to be honest. Everything kind of looks like it should look. Don't really understand why it was slipping the way it was slipping, on the tractor itself. Cause Nothing here is really warm that bad. So I don't know. I guess I could put a little bit of grease on that. I'll put it back in on the shaft. Let's see, I got some grease. Let me get it. Yes, weather is not ideal for working on stuff, but yesterday we got a little bit of snow. Wasn't enough to mount anything here, and where I'm at in Alabama now. Further up north Alabama, I think they got a pretty good bit in places and everything. But I ain't crazy about snow. I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, and northern Kentucky for 7 years. I've seen all the cold weather and snow I wanted for the last of my lifetime, so I could give a damn if I seen any more snow. But I still didn't have no problem driving in. They was recommending people around here, you know, oh, don't get on the highways and this, that, and the other. I said, good Lord, I said, ain't enough snow out there to even stick on the highway, on the pavement. I said, what is wrong? People around here, they panicked. Went into Walmart, there was no bread at the local Walmart. I had to go back there. We went to the one about 15, 20 miles away in Calera, and there was nobody in there. Literally nobody. I mean, it's unreal how just people just, you know, didn't even bother to get out. I mean, and they had a little more ice and snow there than what we had. I agree with that, but you know, still, I mean, my Lord have mercy. People panic, or they panic around here just when it rains. And like, you know, the world has come to an end. It's an apocalypse or something or other. I mean, they just really down here, man. I mean, it rains, man. They just, people can't drive. I mean, they just, it's just amazing how different places are where they're not used to getting any bad weather. But even when I lived in northern Kentucky, we got 17 inches there one time, and it was so bad they shut the I-75 interstate down. It was so bad. And snow, it wouldn't melt off the ground for a month. It stayed piled up wherever they plowed it off to. And I'm from the South. I mean, I was born and raised in South Georgia. I didn't have a bit of trouble getting around up there. Went to work every day. You know, didn't have no problems at all. And people that lived there all their lives, running into power poles, running into cars, sliding everywhere. People just, it's just amazing how people just can't drive, what it boils down to. See if I can get this baby here lined up on here now, like it's supposed to be. It looks about right. I guess I didn't get it just right. It. But that's the worst thing I see is just people just cannot drive. People pull out in front of you. I got no problem with somebody pulling out in front of me. long as they pull out and they get on down the road like they're supposed to, I got no problem. You can pull out in front of me all you want, as long as you don't get out there and try to run 20 miles an hour and a 50-mile-an-hour speed zone. Now that right there will chafe my ass a little bit there now. My Lord. Had people pull out in front of me and want to poke along. I'm running 55, between 55 and 60. Speed limit's 55. I want to pull out and they want to run 30 miles an hour. And I've seen people, they get out there. We got to go over the interstate. And the exits and entrances are right there, and I know people like to slow down there. But and that's fine. When you get over that, go ahead and pick your speed back up. No, they want to put. It takes them a mile to get down, get up 55, to get to 55. You mash that gas pedal, that car or truck, it'll move a little faster if you mash that gas pedal. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not the space shuttle or anything. Mash the gas, even on there. You hit that throttle on that space shuttle, she's gonna go. Same thing on the car or truck. Hit that gas pedal, she'll get up and go. Everybody's just riding around, ain't paying attention, on their phones. But what can you do? It's just a nightmare of a mess. That's all I know. I deal with this every day, seems like. Every day. Well, Monday through Thursday is what I work. I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I go to work Monday morning, come back at home for lunch, right around 11:30, go back around 12:30, then come home, after 4, whatever, 4:30. And it's every day. I mean, I can't hardly even remember a day it didn't. There wasn't somebody didn't pull out in front of me or do something stupid, Everything else around, just people just driving is terrible, dude. Let's turn it. Let's see here. Let me get my steering wheel, stick it on there, and see what she does with the steering wheel on it. Just for Google. Turn it a little easier there. I don't know what really is wrong with it, because it seems to be working all right now. I'm just going to put it back on, see what happens with it. And I guess it's the only thing I can do. Because right now I think it might have got to turn all the way where that piece that slides back and forth was all the way up or either all the way down. It wouldn't get out of that position or something, maybe. And nothing in there seems to be worn. So I don't understand why it was doing what it was doing. So, but I did find another one, believe it or not. I said in one of my other videos I couldn't find no part for it. I found one, found it on Amazon of all places. It's a complete new unit, $458, which technically wasn't a real bad price. If I still need to get it, I might need to get it. I don't know if this don't work. But we'll see. Because I am not wanting to pay no. Man, if I can get this to work all right. Excuse my lack of camera skills here, but oh well. Send this thing back out. But anyway, I'm going to try to get this put back on. I ain't going to bore everybody to death with that. Because I can't hardly get the camera in there, you know, for anybody to see anything much. So I'm going to try to get this put on, and then I'll try it. If it works, I'll make another little video about that. But it's like anything else, just got to trial and error. Without a manual to actually explain to me exactly what I should have looked for, I was kind of, taking a shot in the dark. But everything looked good, surprisingly. I thought everything was going to be worn out, but it had grease in it before when I took the cover off and it was still on the tractor. It still had all the grease, still a lot of grease in it. I mean, it's black as the dickens, but it had grease in it. And that's not no high-speed steering system there, so, you know, as long as it kept everything from, you know, just bare metal to metal, it was, any kind of grease at all would have been fine. So I don't, like I say, without a manual explaining to me exactly what to look for, like I say, I am kind of taking a shot in the dark. But like I say, everything looks good in there. I don't see no extensive wear. There wasn't no metal in it or anything. So I think it's one of those little fluke things, maybe, where it just got, over a period of time, excuse my runny nose, but it's cold. And my nose runs, I mean, good Lord. Like I said before, you know, since I'm kind of done with this, I get back on the driving part. People say to me, when I'm driving, I got somewhere I got to be. I want to get there and get back, you know, no lollygagging around. And other people say they just out, I don't know if they're out riding around sightseeing or what. It's kind of hard for me to figure that out. Because I just seems like I'm on a mission when I'm driving. Like even in the motorhome, when we going down to Gulf Shores, you know, I'm ready to get down there, get to my, you know, RV park, get set up so I can relax. I don't want to just lollygag around on the road. I mean, if you want to drive slow, I mean, as slow as some people I get behind, you may as well get you a doggone a mule and a wagon or a horse and a buggy or something or other, because if you ain't got nowhere to be in no certain time or anything, you just cruising around, you're slowing down. I mean, you're blocking traffic for everybody else. You're slowing traffic down. And I know people say, well, you shouldn't be like that. Well, that's the thing about this good old nation. I can be any way I want to be. I'm an ornery old bastard at times, especially whenever I'm trying to get somewhere to get something, you know, and trying to get back home in a timely manner, and I got to drive behind some slowpoke, you know, just out lollygagging around. And I got these people here just rip and rear up down my road, these loud vehicles and stuff and everything, and I don't know where in the world they're going. There goes one right now. And but yeah, it's just like even on the interstates. Now I know on the interstates, big trucks and like motorhomes and everything, you can't run real fast, so I don't try to get in the left lane much, except maybe to pass somebody. But you got people out there who wants to get in that left lane and just lollygag around. They go to pass a tractor trailer or semi truck, and they want to try to pass them at the same speed they're running. Well, laws of physics would tell you that don't work. And if you're going to pass a semi truck, you need to get on by them. Because if they have a blowout on one of their outside tires, I think a blowout and come right up against your car. I mean, that's very rare. But I did see an accident online where a tire blew out like that, and it blew into the car that was right side that semi truck, and it killed the person in it. So, and plus some of them drivers, sometimes they get in a little tire and they'll weave a little bit and they can hit you. So when I'm passing a semi truck, I want to get on around them and get out of their way. Well, like it goes back again, you got to mash that gas pedal. You know, laws of physics will tell you to pass that truck, you got to run faster than that truck's running. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. But Some dumbasses, you can't explain that to them, don't seem like. And, and I know I've done some dumbass shit before myself. Man, I try to watch my driving really carefully. My wife asked me one time, so why do you keep looking in the mirrors? I said, well, I want to make sure there ain't somebody come flying up on me going to hit me in my tail end. And I like to know what's going on behind me just like I do in front of me. Because you got to drive defensively and offensively if you want to keep from being hit or run over or whatever. I know we was coming through a traffic light. We was going straight through the traffic light. Well, the people that was turning left had to cross my lane is supposed to yield. Well, that girl didn't, and she ran right into the side of us because she wasn't paying attention. I don't know how she can. She's probably on her phone, if I had to guess, but she said her phone was dead now, and it might have been. I don't know. Don't care. All I know is we went and had to put our Jeep didn't have a scratch on it. Had to put it in the shop and get both doors replaced on it. But a lot of people don't think if you're turning across a lane, you're supposed to yield to that traffic, unless you got a left turning light. If you got a left turning light, yeah, you got the right of way if you got a left turning light, and you can cross that lane, and you shouldn't have to worry, if you got the left turning light signal. But if you don't, you're supposed to yield. And see, a lot of people don't understand that concept, or either they just don't know. I guess they never read the driver's manual for getting your license. Of course, some of these people I've been behind everything, I think they got their driver's license either Walmart or got it from Amazon or somewhere. I don't think they went to the DMV to get it. But it's just people don't pay attention is all it boils down to. I mean, driving it just drives me insane here lately. Every day, like I said, going back to the work, it just seems like every day I'm having to deal with some stupid crap all the time. But anyway, that's enough for this one. I'm going to get this thing and get it stuck back in there. See what I can do with it and see what it does. And if it works all right, I'll make another little video about, it turned out all right, or I hope it does. If it don't, I'll put that back on here too. 'Cause anything I do wrong, I'll put that on here too. Because I ain't ashamed of showing my mistakes, like some people are. Some people don't want to show where they screwed up, but that's how you learn. It's by your mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you're not doing anything. That's what my people I worked around special construction work back in the 80s. They always say, if you don't make a mistake, you're not working. You're just sitting over in the corner somewhere twiddling your thumbs. Because, anybody that's working, they're going to make a mistake of some kind or another, and you learn from that. That's how you make it in life. Just like failure. I seen a sign of a truck that they said, failure is not an option. Well, unfortunately, that is an option sometimes, failure is. But you learn from that failure. Because I have failed twice in my life, or right at close to 3 times. I've lost everything, because I failed. And I learned from that. I don't know how to. It would be hard pressed me to find somebody that hadn't failed at one time or another. It might have been something small, it could have been something big. But if you haven't failed in life, undoubtedly you're not living in this world. Trust me. So if you do fail, don't look at it as like you're not good at what you're doing or whatever. Just take it as a lesson, and you pull your bootstraps up a little tighter and get out and keep trying. Because it's not the end of the world. It might seem like it at the time. It's not. You got to keep plugging along and just keep trying. Whenever you quit trying, that's when life that's when you've just given up, and you may just go and dig your hole and crawl in it. So that's why I say you can't give up. Failure, yes, you're gonna fail. Everybody's not perfect. You see these people got these millions or billions of dollars, and rich people and everything. I guarantee at some point in their life, unless they inherited all that money, if they did it building a business or working at the business, trying to get a business going, I'm sure they failed at something on that business. They just about had to. I mean, there's almost no way around it. So don't down yourself because you failed at something. Trust me, I'm a good example of that. If I'd have given up every time I failed, I'd probably be done dead and buried by now. But I just keep plugging along at it, and I said, well, I'm going to do better next time. So don't just keep at it and have a good day, what's left of it. I mean, it's cold here where I'm at, a little breezy. It's not terrible. But have a good day and try to live life best you can.